Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising. Welcome to your June tarot forecast. I feel like you are moving forward, which is really exciting. I feel like finally you are ready to release either an old foundation or a job or a person or a connection that maybe up until now, well, for some of you, I'm also hearing it's a part of yourself that you are ready to let go of. So it could be a lifestyle, it could be an addiction, or just some sort of habit or thing that you've just always kind of done or whatever. And now you're just feeling like, okay, I'm ready to let this go or to change my relationship to this thing or this person or this job or whatever. Maybe it's just that, the overall energy of how you work. So work versus rest. And that doesn't always mean like 50-50. Like when people talk about balance, it doesn't need to be 50-50. Like working 20% of the time and 80% of the time you are enjoying yourself, resting, focusing on passion projects or whatever. Like that seems like a more healthy balance. Sounds good, So I feel like a lot of you are like, you've got a 10 of swords here, a 10 of coins here, both reversed, and the lovers reversed. So there's two things that are coming through for you. One of them is that this one's shorter, so I'm just going to start with that. If you think that you missed a big opportunity, that is actually the universe protecting you from this, because trust me, this would not work out. This is not what you think it is. There is hidden information I'm hearing. There are people lying about resources or time I'm hearing. There's also an opportunity here for you to recognize that sometimes one door looks like it will open and we're getting interested, and that's because we need the distraction to buy us more time until that opportunity doesn't work out and we're like, shit, we just missed it. Oh no, and then we go through that mourning period. That mourning period also allows us to move other energy, and then the actual opportunity opens and we are ready to accept it. We are ready to expand, and we even feel better because it's like, holy shit, this is way better. I'm happy I waited, or I'm happy I missed the first one. So that is what I'm hearing is happening. Now, some of you are also thinking about moving to another country, or you are planning a trip or an exit, if that makes sense for some of you. I think that it's like, that was the first thing. The second thing was that there is a connection here from the family that you are now purging. So it could be an actual family member you are letting go of. Maybe some of you lost someone, or you are now establishing a new boundary so that you have more space from that person. The other thing is that maybe there are deep connections to ancestral issues. So maybe like generational, like alcoholism, or a scarcity mindset where you grew up in a family and they always struggled with money. So you, for a long time, had a belief that money was challenging and there was never enough money, etc. So that type of energetic programming in the mind, in the energy field, in the emotions, that is also leaving. You are clearing that out. This is a really good time for you actually to do the cord cutting. If you are experiencing anything that I just talked about, whether you are leaving an old job, a person, a part of yourself, a connection to family, a belief from your family, any of that kind of shit, go and watch the cord cutting workshop after this. I'll tag it right here. You'll see a little thing that says products. It's the cord cutting. It'd be really good for you, okay? Now, the other thing is that some of you are big fish in a small pond, okay? So it is time for you to get out and to go find other big fish who can actually collaborate with you, because I feel like there's a lot of potential here for you to be expanding, but you're trying to expand. They're showing me like a plant, like the plant, the roots are like starting to bunch up, and what will happen is that plant will actually die if the roots get too tight and it can't bring up the water and it can't survive. You'll start to see how different leaves and different parts of that plant begin to wither, and it'll eventually die, or it won't ever reach its full potential because it needs to be repotted. And that is what you are experiencing right now on an energetic level, on an emotional level. I feel like you are stunted by your environment, and you are understanding that you are really a big fish in a small pond and a big plant in a small pot. And now it's time for you to get out. If you don't get out, if you don't try something bigger, if you don't begin to go after your full potential, I'm actually hearing you're going to either find injury. Maybe some of you, I'm hearing the left ankle also. Maybe some of you are already experiencing injury, or you're going to feel a lot of discomfort, like discomfort in the body, in the mind, a lot of friction, frustrations, delays, doors closing, no's. It's just like that kind of energetic friction and just like constant conflict. Like that's a really good indicator that you are ready to move on. So go. You need to drop all the bullshit. You need to go and watch the cord cutting workshop. I will help you clear it. And then you need to level the fuck up, because you have the Wheel of Fortune here. Wheel of Fortune. This is connected to Jupiter. Jupiter just entered Gemini. Jupiter in Gemini is helping you pivot. This is a huge opportunity for all of us to pivot and to understand things from a new perspective, to shift our mind and to change our beliefs, to ask new questions, to get curious, to travel, to experience life outside of the box. So this is a really good opportunity. And I feel like if you feel that other people recognize you want to leave and then they start saying, oh, well, I'll offer you this and I'll offer you this and I'll offer you this. It's just like, that's just old temptation to stay in your comfort zone. I don't think it's a good idea. If it feels good for a moment, later, you're going to feel like shit again. So I think it's really time for you to move on. It looks like there's a lot of disappointment if you stay. And if you go, I feel like, well, I'm not going to lie to you. I feel like for the first part of your new journey, it's going to be a little bit challenging, of course, because it's not easy to change. It's easy to trust that everything will show up when you need it, and I believe it will. But I'm also feeling like when you decide to make these changes, you have to trust and make sure that you have, enough money to like survive for, a month or 2 months or 3 months or whatever. It's like, make sure, and I know easier said than done, but the overall energy here is like, I'm strongly suggesting that you take the opportunity to shift your direction, to pivot and to move in a new way, and make sure that you can do that in a mature, come on. I know, you want to come see what's going on here. Make sure, okay. Sorry, we're on a farm right now, so he's got like his whole, this is Loki. Hi. Make sure you don't just like quit your job, you have no money, you don't have any friends who can help you, stay at their house for a little bit when you move to the new city or whatever. Like, don't be an idiot. Like, make sure you do it properly. Take your time, and maybe even right now, it's time for just the strategy and setting the intention to make the move and to take the first few steps and show the universe that you're willing and you're ready, and then they will help you, line up all the dots so that it's successful. But there is an overall energy here of like, I've got a 7 of Wands, I have a 7 of Swords, I have a 5 of Wands, and I have a 2 of Wands reverse, which can be a little bit intimidating. So it's like, yes, on some level, you're maybe going to feel a little bit like, wow, this is a lot of change required. Some of you are also going to be selling your home or leaving home for the first time, or for the first time in a long time, and you're just feeling a little bit nervous about it. But like 9 of Swords reverse, 4 of Wands reverse, like don't be nervous. 6 of Swords, moving forward. We're moving forward. Don't be nervous and scared. Like, ask for help if you need it. Pray every day and just like let it go and trust that the universe will bring it when you need it. Because I have a King of Cups here. I have a Queen of Cups here. I have the Emperor here. I really think what you need will show up in the perfect time. And maybe it's not overly like abundant, like just exploding everywhere, but it's enough for now. It's enough to get you started. It's enough to help you make the change. It's enough for you to try something new. And when you do that, you will very quickly become that emperor. That emperor, yeah, him, he's sitting on his throne with all his jewels, you know, ruling his kingdom. He has everything he needs, the food, the bed, the bath. He's got like the farmland, like he's good. So I really think that when you trust yourself, Queen of Cups, and you honor yourself and you get what you need, and with this King of Cups, I also feel like if some of you are more in the strategy planning stage, I want to say, shut the fuck up. I want to say, keep it quiet. I want to say you don't have to tell everyone about your plan, because it's maybe going to trigger other people, and then they're going to project onto you reasons for you to stay, which is that 5 of Wands, that 7 of Swords. People will try to distract you. I feel like you need to really just block out the haters and block out the bullshit. Like, block out the haters, block out their bullshit, block out their fucking opinions. You don't need it. You don't need it. You need to trust yourself. You need to focus on your goals, and you need to just allow the universe to work its magic, okay? 3 important things. If you are still here because this is resonating with you, go and watch your 2024 tarot forecast. It is now 50% off, okay? It's like over 10 hours. It's time stamped, so you can easily navigate it, but it's like over 10 hours of tarot insight for the month, for the year ahead, for your sun, moon, rising. There's yes and no pick-a-piles. There is so much information, numerology. Go and watch it. I will tag it here. The second thing, we are in Gemini season. This is an opportunity for all of us to pivot, as we've already talked about. Now, this pivoting is really helpful, especially when we are in an energy like this of leaving things behind, because you're being required to pivot, right? So go and watch. You can watch the Gemini season workshop. You can watch the Jupiter in Gemini workshop. These are all pay what you can, because it's like, bitch, really helpful information. So go and watch it. Last thing, I would definitely suggest at some point that you do the cord cutting again. If you've already downloaded it, great. Go watch it again. I love you, Scorpio. I trust that you will be soaring and blooming and expanding very quickly. I just want you to get through this next chapter, because it looks like could be a little bit up and down, but at the end of the day, you need to trust yourself, because you always know best, okay? You're very intuitive, you're very powerful, so don't let other people interfere with your, innate ability to just trust yourself. Go after what you want, because like nothing can really stop you. If this was helpful, let me know in the comments. Hit the like button, support me. I'm a creator. I hate to ask that, but it really helps. Go and watch the cord cutting workshop. Okay, I'm gonna tag it here. I love you. Share this on your Instagram stories. I'll see you very soon. Ciao.